Guys, you ain't gonna believe this. The hobby store price tag on this super rare, unreleased Kenner Centurions John Thunder figure is a mind-blowing 7,000 USD. Now, I thought that maybe there was a dot in there or something, but there isn't. Alright, that's $7,000 right there. Any of you got one of these lying around? Okay, what's up guys? Ken here for the Retro Toyscapades channel in Malaysia. Some big news from a couple of days ago. Ramen Toy, who gave us the first wave of Centurions homage figures called 80s Commanders, is now revisiting another cult favorite figure from the series, John Thunder, or as he's known by his toy codename, Apache Commander. Now, for most people who probably just have a vague recollection of what the Centurions were, if you mention the name to them, they'll probably just think of the three main guys in the series, which were Max Ray, Jake Rockwell, and Ace McCloud. Now, that's not surprising considering that these three guys all had action figures made of them, and also they were most prominently featured in all of the promotional and advertising materials, and even all the supporting merchandise like the comic books, the lunch boxes, you name it, it was always these three guys. But diehard fans of the cartoon series will remember that there were two other major supporting characters that turned up in the later half, and these were Rex Charger and the Native American John Thunder. Now, Kenner Toys were all set to give us some awesome renditions of these two characters in action figure form. As you can see here in that toy catalog from the mid-80s, these awesome looking photos of both John Thunder and Rex Charger. Something happened along the way. Maybe the line just ran out of steam. In fact, I don't really think that the Centurions were really all that popular in the toy aisles, which is surprising because a lot of people remember the Centurions, and they did actually have a lot of action figures made of the toy line. I think there was only like maybe 6 characters plus that Doom Strafer drone jet, and then they had a whole lot of weapon systems, but these were really hard to come by. They were really expensive, and I think that something just happened along the way that just didn't make the series last for more than a couple of months, I suppose. Anyway, the point of the matter is just that these two awesome looking figures survived in a toy catalog photo, but they never actually made it to retail. You can see here how even the astonishingly breathtaking box artwork for John Thunder's Thunder Knife weapon system was actually created. All right, this picture, you can find it online. They have the artwork ready for it. All right, they have the artwork ready for the toy box, but they didn't have the toy. But that's where we've got Ramen Toy to thank for, because they are going to be giving us this Thunder Knife weapon system to go along with that John Thunder action figure. However, these two gorgeous looking rare unfinished prototypes of both Rex Charger and John Thunder have made their way into the hands of collectors over the years, and it's possible that at some point these were being produced at some kind of factory in some part of the world, maybe Macau, one of those places that was making Kenner toys back in the 80s, and they had the figures ready, and then it's like the decree came down, okay, that we got to stop production of these guys because they're not going out. All right, and then probably some of these figures were just discarded, or maybe just fell out or sold out. I don't know. I mean, beats me, man. But somehow or the other, all right, they made their way out of that factory, okay, out of that factory and into the hands of collectors over the years. And I gotta say that these guys that have their hands on these figures, they sure are a lucky bunch. By the way, I don't know who these photos belong to. I found these online. Obviously, somebody has these in hand. If you do happen to be watching the video and these figures belong to you, kindly do leave me a comment, all right, so that I can ask you questions like how did you get them and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, so it's sad that Kenner actually had the figures done, but they didn't get around to making the weapon systems or anything like that. That's where Ramen Toy have stepped up to fill the void. Now, on their Facebook page, there's an important announcement here related to the Apache Commander, aka John Thunder. It says here that the company needs our help to spread the word on the availability of this figure, because they can only proceed with the production of the figure if they receive a minimum of at least 800 orders, and it's looking to have a suggested retail price of 199 USD, and the factory actually requires them to produce 1,000 sets. So the very minimum they need about 800 orders. Now it's stated here that there will be an early bird backers price of 140 USD. That's a huge discount from the retail price of 199. And it says here also, interestingly, the Apache Commander will be compatible with the original Kenner Centurions figures. So if you recall, the 80s Commanders figures that came before this, they were actually smaller than the Kenner figures. I think they were about maybe 6 inch. The Kenner figures were probably about 7. So the new Apache Commander figure will be in scale with the old school Kenner figures. How great is that, guys? And also it says that the Apache Commander will have more points of articulation compared to the old Kenner figures. Guys, look, I'm freaking excited about this particular figure right here. For many people, it's a holy grail because it's just one of those figures that were never produced. Okay, it's like the shark that Ramen Toy is doing, the mask shark that they're doing. Also, they've also promised us teasers on that. Also did a video on that. It's like, I mean, I think the company's doing something really great here by giving collectors a chance to fulfill a lot of their retro toy dreams. So hey guys, let me know what you guys think of the Apache Commander here that Ramen Toy is putting out. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. And as always, thank you for joining me. I'll catch you guys again real soon with more content. Take care out there. Oh, and just before I go, there's something I wanted to mention actually. It occurs to me that back in the 80s, Native American characters got a lot of really good exposure in pop culture properties. If you think about it, Hasbro's G.I. Joe had Spirit Iron Knife. Mask had Nevada Rushmore as the co-driver for the Goliath vehicle. And of course, Mattel's Brave Star had the good old Marshall Bravestar himself as the lead character in the line. So it's great that we're getting John Thunder finally in the mix as well, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. Okay, later guys.